toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He talked about the atmosphere this team is going to play in today, and they have worked all season to be a part of a game just like this. They have now moved into that top 12 ranking, but they know they have got to impress the College Football Committee, the voters, and everybody who has a role in this because they want to get to the playoffs. This game has so much importance, but he said, I don't want our players to feel overwhelmed. I want them to execute and do their job here today, but communicate at a high level here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights. It's setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out, Dave.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Got his man.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out wide right, it's Hansen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff for Peoples. Got the first down, and he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment. Tough run here. It's Peoples. Down he goes.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles.
Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, and he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Maryland Terrapins offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And for the first time in this game, we get a look at big Dorian Fleming. We got a duel in this game of two of the better tight ends in the country. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Washington. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. They'll move the tight end. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. It's a 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Washington. Lucky to get it off.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Under pressure. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Peoples. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On play action. Buys time to his left. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the before he stopped. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. On target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Miles is way ahead. Looking for room at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Hits inside. It's Danzy. They were all over it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Yeah, and third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
At the 46-yard line. First down for the offense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll give it to him again. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
To the air, it's Beck. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Third and long right here. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Going long. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Right side, it's Webb. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Straight ahead, it's Williams. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box, everybody up front.
He's loose. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Out wide right, it's Durr. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Wallace. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Dropping back, it's Beck. He's going to run it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football. Go with scores from around the country. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Terrapins head coach told me coming out of the locker room, one of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Second down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Avoids pressure on the right. He's out past the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Durr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Grab behind the line, it's Fleming. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to throw again. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Peoples again. Turning it on! It's a runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Beck. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Coleman Williams. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Second and long here. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. You get field position like this and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up and an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Might as well run him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Takes his shot. He's got it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on second down. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Webb. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping his eyes downfield. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ollie, what do you have?
Here on the Nittany Lions sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Sowell. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The handoff. Got to just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Precision blocking up front created the open lane and the running back. Beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Left side is Sowell.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 6. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Henson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, ready. 129, 129. Hey, move.
Moves the pocket, it's Beck. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.